to Kayagasan Podcast. Today, Chuck and I have two members of Land of Panda. Yeah, who do we got here?
I'm BreJ. I'm the lead singer and guitar player.
I am Noah, and I play bass.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks for having us, guys.
Yeah, it's great to be
problem,
here.
man.
It's great to be
Big
here. I know it's
fan.
been a long time in the coming. We're glad to finally be
be
here.
on.
Oh yeah, we're this is about to be episode like 45 or something like that.
Ooh, that's a nice number.
In the 40s, yeah.
It's in the 40s.
I think when we first started this, like you're one of the first dudes I reached out to too. I'm like, all right, yeah, no, busy, yeah, no, busy.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah, glad you're finally.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Absolutely.
Cool. What kind of music you guys play?
So we play like a mix of funk, reggae, and jam.
But depending on what kind of mood you're in, you can hear anything. You know, just how we jam. You know.
Yeah.
Sometimes we even do like some double bass, like metal-y stuff, in some jams. Sometimes it really just depends on the night. You know.
Depends on the show. Depends on the crowd. Too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's a big factor too.
Yeah.
You write the set when you see the crowd.
Pretty much, yeah. We usually don't pre-write set lists until at least the day of. Usually, like when we get there, you know.
Yeah. Cool.
But-
Cool. That's a good way to do
Yeah,
it.
it is. It is.
Keeps us on our feet. You know, really keeps us on our feet, which is
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, that's a good mental music exercise too.
Mm.
Cool, great. And so, how long you guys been together?
With the pandemic, everything's just sort of time is like, you know, it's crazy to think about, but we've been
Ballooned out.
around since
When was your first rehearsal?
2017, I would say, is when we originated. That was my freshman year of college. It was a trio at the beginning. It was me, my friend Michael, who still plays with us from time to time, and our friend Davey Squires. He was our drummer / singer at the time as well, and we all met at the music production / audio engineering program at Kent State Stark in Canton.
Oh, Kent.
Yeah.
Boom.
We got
Cool,
the
man.
Kent Bell.
I've been to classes there. Yeah, when I studied guitar at Kent State, Maine.
Nice.
Like 2009
Cool.
to 15, and like was gonna try to do add some music production. And,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
fun, but then my license got suspended, so I couldn't drive to Stark.
Oh.
So I had to drop those
Oh,
classes.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of why. That was a big reason why I dropped out. I was taking the bus at the time to get there, and that was
That's rough. Yeah.
I was like,
I feel that's why I dropped out of college too, man.
yeah.
You know.
And then my goal when I went to college was definitely to just meet like-minded individuals, because coming out of high school, you know, I never was exposed to a music community. I didn't know there was a live music scene in our area, and that just sort of opened up doors for me. Cool. So I'm thankful for that, even though.
Are you from that Kent Akron area?
I'm from Akron, yeah.
Okay.
Born and raised. Yep.
Nice.
And then I started playing with the band probably around 2020, right? 2020?
Yeah.
2020, yeah. Because they were looking for a permanent bass player, and I just kind of ran into them by happenstance. I was playing in a band with their old bass player, who's our current guitar player right now. And it just kind of seemed to fit, so I started playing with them then, and it's been going really well ever since, you know?
So, early 2020, I'm assuming, if you ran into somebody. There
I
wasn't too much running into later on in that year.
Well, I started.
We'll get into that.
So I started playing with a band when I was in college previously that winter, right when the pandemic hit. And we were rehearsing at the house that they were rehearsing in.
Yeah, same.
And
shared
then
the same space.
Yeah, and then when the pandemic hit, I stopped taking an 1.5-hour commute train ride to my classes in Cleveland. And we stopped gigging, but we wanted to keep rehearsing. And so that's kind of how I met them, was we just met, you know, through there, you know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, and we were both recording. Both bands were recording at the time at Signal Flow Studio.
Yeah, we were
That
recording.
was
I always
definitely a
forget
big
that. We
part of
were,
that.
yeah, we were kicking it probably twice a week at least, just being in the same studio room.
Oh, cool.
You know.
What was that other band?
Ride the Vibe, which is no longer a band anymore.
Well,
I don't know. It's our friend Dion. I don't know. I think he changes his band name around sometimes. I think he's gigging under Ride the Vibe right now. He's doing like more bluegrass stuff right now. Yeah. But it was definitely more of a reggae jam band back then. You know.
I remember that project.
Mm.
All right. Cool. So, Land of Panda. How many musicians total? What piece?
Who are we missing?
Yeah.
So we have a 6-piece right now. It definitely changes every single season. But we have me, Noah. He's bass. I'm guitar, and then we have Kurt, who's our other guitar player. We have Joe Briggs on the sampler and auxiliary percussion, and then we have our drummer Josh Leslie, and we also have a keys player named Evan Stevens. And then am I missing somebody?
Oh, yeah. I was wondering who that dude on Facebook was.
Yeah, that's Evan.
Killer keys player.
Evan
Killer
used to
keys
play in a
player.
band called Psychic Relic, and with our friend
yeah.
Colin, and we're all like the same group of friends.
Oh, cool. I remember Psychic Relic.
Yeah.
From my New Moon Rising days.
Nice.
I think we did like some Agora thing together, like winter warm up or something.
Oh,
like
cool.
that.
Oh, that's cool.
Cumulus thing,
A Cumulus thing, yeah.
yeah, that's really cool.
Psychic
I remember that show
Oh,
specifically.
yeah. I think we also did the road to the workout competition
Nice.
against them.
Oh, really?
We did one of those. We definitely did one of those.
Yeah.
We went to Covington, Kentucky for when we did that, and that was in 2018 or 19, and that was yeah, that was a lot of fun. We didn't win, but a blast.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but we did it twice though. Yeah. So let's try again.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. We probably know a lot of the same people who don't even know it. Like,
Right.
Yeah, it seems like
that's
it.
what-
Yeah.
that's how.
Well,
it
like I
goes.
think I'm. What am I? 35, 36. So you guys are like the next generation of like the scene that I'm kind of in.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's really yeah.
That's cool to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're. I'm 24.
No, nice. So
Yeah, about
Just
to turn
turned
25 in October, so same age. But
cool. So you guys got some like influence from like some of the dudes I used to jam with, like Tropodelic and like Wanyama dudes.
definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Oliver Hall. You guys.
Oliver Hall, yeah,
another
Jim.
one, and
Shouts out Jim. JSG Live. Yeah, they
Shrub, yeah.
Shrub. Yeah. Yeah, we those are like you said, that when I first started getting into the scene, coming out of high school, getting into college, starting going to festivals, those were all the bands that I was definitely looking up to and being blown away by.
cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever get into Essential Groove? You remember a band called that?
that rings a bell. But
Perpetual.
That's like the
Groove.
third time I've mentioned them on this podcast and blank. I think like, am I the only one that appreciated that shit?
now I'm gonna Google that when I get home, man. I'm gonna check that out. But
Cool.
Pre-internet, you might not find much.
This was not pre.
That was just me being mean.
I might be old and bald, but you know.
It's
I know.
getting gray on the sides
Yeah,
too.
I know what the internet is, man. I have that 56K modem.
I heard there's porn on there.
Dude, you would not believe.
I wouldn't know. I personally wouldn't know.
Tune in next week for our podcast on porn.
My right arm will be huge for that
Guys
episode.
haven't
gotta bulk up. Yeah.
All right, cut all that. Let's get back to the music.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Cool. All right. So, Brayton, let's get into some musical influences, because listening to that album you guys released in 2019, which, man, I give 5
That's
stars.
cool as hell.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I wasn't on it, but I'll still say thank you.
Well, it's 5 stars out of 10.
Oh,
No, I'm just
I
kidding.
give it That's fair. No,
Got
but,
It's a harsh episode.
I like it. Yeah, my musical influences, I have a lot. I grew up listening to reggae music. My dad listened to a lot of R&B and funk. So like Bob Marley, I was a big Sublime guy. Still am. Sorry. Beer burps.
Did you just catch Sublime with Rome that came through?
No, I did not. But I have a
Amusing anecdote.
Amusing
Amusing
anecdote
anecdote.
about this. So, me and our auxiliary percussion / sampler guy, Joe Briggs, went to the Browns training camp that day. And we didn't even realize, my friend Mikey was going to the Incubus Sublime with Rome concert, but I didn't realize it until that day. And we're there, and he's like, we're walking in, and he's just like, the guy walks past us like the other way, and he's like, man, that really looked like Eric Wilson from Sublime. And I was like, no, dude. Like, what would Eric Wilson be doing
In Berea?
in Berea? Yeah, exactly. And I He's like, no, look, we stop, and I turn around and I look at him, and I'm like, damn, that actually does look like, kind of look like Eric Wilson from the back. And then we found out later that he was in town, and then at that night he played at the matinee in Akron with a side project. And that, I don't know if you guys have ever been there, but that's like a really small bar. To have Eric Wilson there would be mad. Yeah.
What's his side project called?
Spray Allen, like Ray Allen, but spray. And that's the only reason I remember
football
it.
fan.
Yeah, right. Spray Allen, and he was.
Oh no, Ray Allen's basketball. I'm thinking of Ray Lewis.
But he was. I think he was there, and we saw him, but we didn't say anything to him, and that would have been a really big regret. So hopefully it wasn't him, but that's a little anecdote. But
it was pretty good. They did like. They only did like 2 Sublime with Rome songs. They kept it pretty Sublime-y. Which
nice.
I appreciate.
That's always a plus.
Yeah, that's the way it should be.
Yeah. He's got some good songs, but I think he goes too far with some of the poppier stuff he has. It sounds straight off 96.5 Kiss FM.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
What you got to do to get rich? So.
Yeah,
money would be nice.
Everybody's got bills. Everybody got bills to pay.
I don't know why I'm knocking a millionaire.
Yeah, they're killing it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, for me, Incubus was one of my huge influences. One of my favorite bands, of all time, to be honest.
And Incubus is great.
That was my 8th time seeing them, I think, and just as good as always.
Awesome.
Brandon's still got it for 80 years old or whatever. No,
that was Jerry.
He's like 50. Oh yeah, Jerry.
Yeah.
I just said the Jerry Garcia 80th birthday.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Jerry, man. That's another huge influence for us as the Grateful Dead. Some of us are fish heads. I'm not. but I
like Fish, not a fish head.
Yeah.
I like Fish shows.
So I've heard. I've yet to go to one, but
I went to one, and it was a show. It was insane. It was insane. The light show was amazing, but it was very odd. It was last year's Blossom show, and I only went in during the second set, and their encore was insane. And I don't know, you had to be there. People know what I'm talking about. The people that live around here. But the last Fish show was insane.
Yeah, that light show is great. I've been seeing that game stepped up all over the place.
No, absolutely.
All
even at like the fest we play, like it amazes me the level of light shows that they have and like the multimedia aspects that they have going.
It's getting easier to do. So
no doubt,
more people are getting into it. Like I was running a light show for a band we had, and I was like, all right. Like it got to the point where me as a drummer could handle it.
Yeah. That's cool.
Pre-program stuff and get moving heads going and video screens and all kinds of fun stuff.
Even the smaller festival, like I was just Dream Fest. Like,
those were great.
You guys did a great job there.
Thanks. Those lights were insane. Yeah, Dustin Smith and the Daydreamers really put on a good production.
It's so fucking cool to play under lights like that too.
It really is. It's a whole different. It's a game changer.
Everything's
honestly.
spinning on the stage while you're up there. And
we had Rubik's Groove in here like the week before that. Right?
Nice.
They like invited us out. I'm like, hell yeah, that's fucking cool.
Hell yeah.
No, those are great cats, man. Blake's a good friend. Their percussion player Blake is a good friend of ours.
Oh yeah, Blake's awesome, man. Oh man, I first met Blake at Nelson Ledges like 2015 or something, and like he helped me hang our band's banner at our campsite.
Nice.
Like
sounds like something Blake would do.
Need a ladder, and like his friend he was with, like they went and got a ladder.
Nice.
Nice. That's cool. Blake definitely.
Tight with him ever since, and we're gonna have camel butter in here in a few weeks.
The Butter Boys.
Get buttered.
No, they're great dudes. We were actually just out with them in Pennsylvania last weekend. Firelights. It was a great time.
Firelights.
Oh man, those lights.
They're speaking of incredible multimedia shows, man. Their light show, that light show there was incredible.
Is that in Edinburgh?
Yeah. Great time.
Cool little town.
Yeah, we had Andy Russo on here, and he told us all about it just like the week prior.
Nice.
Yeah, wish we could have gone out there.
Next year, man. It's definitely worth going out to next year.
There's so many like Cleveland bands out there. Like,
it was surprising to see. You know, like Wanyama, like us, Camel Butter, like Rubik's Groove. Like it was weird seeing so many friends out there another state away. You know, but it was really cool. It was really cool.
Fresco.
Yeah.
Cool.
No doubt.
Tell us about the like our listeners who aren't musicians, like the artist side of like the reality of playing at a festival.
Sleeping in a van.
It depends. It really
Yeah,
depends
it
on
really
the
depends.
festival. But we definitely play a lot of smaller fests. We all cram in our van, and it's a lot of bonding. And I'd say that
You say bondage?
bonding.
Only on Tuesdays.
Both bondage.
Yeah.
Lucky for you guys, today's a Wednesday.
Yeah. Honestly, it's one of my favorite
Or
things.
unlucky.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite things in the world to do is to show up. We like to play on Friday so we can hang out and party. We really have a good time listening to the music. Like in the last 2 years, we've gotten to see
So many great
great musicians, and it's just like inspiring. And
So
that's,
many
like,
acts that I never thought I'd get to see in Ohio. Like,
Yeah.
let alone be on a bill with. You
Yeah.
know? And that's, I think, my favorite thing about playing at festivals is just being around, you know, even if it's 50 people or 100 people or 1,000 people or whatever, people that are passionate about art. Even if they're not artists or musicians or whatever, they're still passionate about art.
Yeah, there's always
And
people
seeing just
creative.
crazy artists and stuff all weekend, like it's great. It's
Cool.
It's
Who are
great.
some of the like acts you were like really glad to play with? You want to shout out?
Mike Love.
Mike Love, absolutely.
yeah,
number
yeah.
one.
Got to be on a bill with him 3 times in
Cool.
the summer, which was
that Pyro?
very great. Yeah, that was
Pyro.
Pyro. Summer
Yeah.
Pyro, Fall Pyro, and Spring Phoenix.
Yeah, there's been that alone. Just that we got to Natalie Rise. That was a really cool one.
Shouts out Spider.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Her bass player's a great dude. Yeah.
Yeah. To keep it going, Cass Haley. We just got to play with Cass Haley. He's one of my favorite reggae vocalists, and it was interesting because that whole summer before we got to play with him, we were playing his music on the way to every festival, bumping it at every festival, and then got to meet him. Cass Haley's a big one. Recently got to play with Sun Squabby. That was amazing.
Firelights.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Trying to think of who else.
Those are cool guys.
So-
I got to talk with two of them. It was not the drummer when I did a VIP splurge at the workout.
Nice,
Oh, nice.
nice,
That's really cool.
nice.
That's really cool.
No, they're all super talented cats, man. Their drummer
Yeah.
was crazy though. Like I almost thought, because I couldn't see him for a little bit, I almost thought they were like using a drum machine or something. 'Cause,
Right,
like the
right.
crazy
Oh, yeah.
16th hits and
That
stuff.
was
Like,
crazy.
it was wild.
It was crazy.
That was my
show.
workout music when I used to exercise.
Yeah, I can see why. You know,
Yeah.
I can see why.
And then who else is there?
And jam music when I was learning to improvise.
Yeah, it's cool because we've been able to with our mix of genres, we've been able to we played Sunny Days at the Ledges this year, and that was a really cool one. Got to see Cashed Out and Iration and Trop. You know, playing with
Obviously,
Trop
yeah.
is always a lot of fun. And then we get to play the Firelights vibe where it's more jam bands.
And DJs and stuff,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah.
We've been on bluegrass festivals. We've been on Aces back to back.
Well, you hit a wide range of styles on your albums and
Yeah.
your songs.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, and hopefully the next recordings will reflect that even more. Just versatility.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I
Something
think
we pride ourselves on.
that's really the only way that I would like to make music in 2022 is to keep things as stylistically diverse as possible. You know, because with the internet and stuff, there's no reason to not listen to as much crazy good music, different music as you can.
Yeah.
And as a musician, that's naturally going to kind of come across in what you play.
Right.
You know, I
Also,
think it's
like
kind of
Black Hymn
ridiculous
ones.
that people just play one genre these days. You know.
Yeah, like listening to your album, it's great because you hear the song ending, coming on to the next song, and you never know what you're gonna get. You know.
Well, again, we like to keep people on their feet. You know, because
Yeah.
we like to
Yeah.
stay on our feet.
That album,
You know?
was definitely. It was interesting. We recorded that at the University of Hartford in Connecticut. That's where our drummer Josh studied for 4 years, and we only
For
recorded
drums
in
or
a
for
weekend.
production?
He went for music education, focus on drums, and he was switching between performance and education. But I think he got his degree in education.
You'd know more. You'd know better than I would.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to speak.
You
for
asking
him.
the new guy for
Yeah,
it.
Right. But yeah, we only did that and we just wanted to. We did that and it was essentially a live album. We did all of those takes, like, or all the only things we dubbed were the vocals and the solos, and that was it. And it took us. We recorded like 12 hours in total, and we just wanted it to be a reflection of our live set at the time. And that back then, like, I just what I'm trying to get at is I can't wait to put something else out because we have a lot of other influences that I'd like to showcase.
Yeah.
Because now listening, like we're listening to some of those tracks today because I knew we were probably going to talk about it tonight. And
What should I play?
right. And it's a lot of fun, but it sounds like it's just not who we are anymore. Like, it's been a long time.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long 2 years, and it's been longer than that since y'all recorded it, you know?
Yeah, we literally only have 2 of the same members in the band than we did.
And that's only sometimes, really.
Mm-hmm.
But
Sorry. No,
I accidentally did this like a couple podcasts ago, and now I love it. Like, oh yeah, real glasses. No, well, we're like drinking our Cleveland IPAs or whatever. I get to the end of it, and
beer out of real glasses is a whole different thing.
no, I'm talking about I just like mixed
Oh,
half a shot of
I
bourbon
see.
with the IPA. Definitely like
Little Boilermaker action.
nasty tasting if you can't appreciate it.
Yeah. Dude, like some people in like Brazil or something mix their wine with Coca-Cola, and that is astounding to me. I kind of want to try it sometime.
Yeah,
but-
that sounds. It sounds like it might be all right.
I didn't throw up in my mouth at all when I heard that. Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Maybe
proof is
Go with it.
yeah, maybe. Well, I can't tell. Like
What
white
do you
or
think?
red. Like, both seem to have appeal.
I would think red.
Cherry Coke. Yeah.
Yeah, cherry Coke.
Hey, man, thank you for having us on.
Oh, hey, our
And
pleasure.
for being so hospitable.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. So we've got Landa Panda here in studio talking about the process of recording their album to give it their live feel, which right out of the gate you can get that vibe. I'll tell you what you were going for happens.
Awesome. That makes me really happy. It makes me happy.
Keep the funk alive right away.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite songs to play live.
Yeah,
That's
we
such
still
a fun
play that
one to play
one.
live.
Yeah,
Cool.
still play a lot of those songs. I'm really excited. Probably going to go back into Signal Flow Studio and record our next batch of songs. We did our last batch, the last 2 singles we released, we recorded there. And I think we're probably going to record, I'm just going to say it, but I think we're probably going to record with Charlie from Wanyama. So
I was just about to ask you if you worked with Charlie. Man.
yeah.
I remember he was running that big deal in March or something.
Yeah.
Well, no, Charlie's a friend, man, because we play at the Beachland a lot, and he works
Right,
there.
yeah,
Yep.
cool. Yep. We talked to Charlie
Early
early,
on.
yeah, season 1, episode 4.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah, good man. Yeah. And I've known him since like 2013 when the first time I saw Wanyama was at the Beachland Ballroom with the Dead Band, Into the Blue.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. We played with them
Yeah,
earlier
we
this
just played
summer.
with them
Yeah,
at
we
Grateful
played with them at the
Fest.
park. Yeah.
Oh, nice,
Nelson
nice,
Legends.
cool.
Yeah, they're amazing. Yeah.
That's when I first met Tim, who ended up like same age as me, but what like still took a lot of influence from the guy. Like that's how you play funk guitar, man. I was playing like rock and like acoustic and indie music, and that was one of the bands that like brought me into that.
That's
like,
really
nice.
Into that more expanded mind and expanded feel.
For sure. Yeah, Tim's a legend. Shout out to him.
A little bit of trap at first because when I went to Kent State is when like
That was going on.
That's when that was wrapping up and moving to Cleveland. So I think like a year and a half maybe. Like Rhodes was down there when I was down there. He actually booked my first show at this place called the Robin Hood.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah. My college band was called Rocks Blue.
Nice. That's cool.
Nice.
And he got us there, and then Trop was playing down there, and then when he decided to be real about it, like took it up to Cleveland, got some awesome. Then it's when he got Bobby, and he got Grayson. Do you guys know who Grayson is?
No.
Grayson Lattimore was
Before our time.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome
Way
on
before.
drums, man. Like great dude, and ended up touring with Aaron Carter.
Wow.
Nice.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I think that's who handed the sticks off to Derek Willis. Savage
Yeah, no,
Royale now.
that's
Yeah.
when I first started listening. That's who was playing. And
Cool.
Derek Willis. Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of
Do you
them,
know Joel?
Oh yeah,
Joel's a good
Drunken
friend of mine.
Sunday. Did
Yeah,
shows with Drunken
Sunday.
Sunday.
We used to
back
play
in the
with
day.
Ted. Our old keyboard player was Ted.
Yeah,
we used to
Ted,
play
you
with
know.
Drunken
Oh yeah,
Sunday.
I knew
Yeah,
that. I knew that.
yeah.
Yeah, he's with Acrylic Grooves right now, right?
Coup de grace.
Coup de Grace or both?
I think he might do stuff with Acrylic Grooves too. I don't know.
Okay, cool.
That's cool.
I'm not for sure. Don't take it from me. But that sounds vaguely
that'd be
familiar,
cool.
so I'll say
Definitely.
it sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe I'm thinking of Polly. Yeah.
From Acrylic Grooves?
No. Mucklebuck.
Not hit.
No, okay, no. Yeah, I was confusing, but
I
yeah.
love this game.
Ted's a good It's like connect the dots.
Yeah.
No, really though. That's because I come from a really small town. I come from Ashland, which is like a super small town with no music scene. And that's the super cool thing about like the Akron, Cleveland music scene is that it's super tight knit and it's so full of incredible players. You know, and that's not how it is everywhere else.
Well, you got the Johnny Appleseed Amphitheater.
You're pretty close. Yeah.
I played there.
Oh, really? That's hilarious. Yeah.
That was a really cool venue.
Yeah, I
actually.
mean, there's a lot of beautiful woods around there. You know,
Yeah.
it's like beautiful naturally, but it's not a great place to.
That was the
Yeah.
sketchiest like load-in I've ever done.
Oh, really?
Because, like, so like the Johnny Appleseed Amphitheater is this amphitheater that's back in the woods.
Yeah,
in the middle of
yeah,
nowhere.
yeah.
Like, I thought I was lost getting there.
Nice.
It was for like a football fundraiser or something.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Playing
yeah.
in a Journey tribute band.
Oh, nice. Nice.
That's cool.
And they had something where they used to do, like, it was all kinds of like plays they would run there.
Yeah.
But they had this trench dug so they could sneak horses back there, and the audience wouldn't see them. So these hidden trenches, like you're trying not to drive your car into these hidden trenches that are deep enough to hide a horse.
Yeah, my God. That sounds miserable.
It was actually like a packed house though. Yeah.
Oh, really? That's cool. At least it was worth it.
Packed
you know?
house. We played. Yeah, I was playing in 2 tribute bands at the time, and we had the opening was Pat Benatar.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We did a Pat Benatar tribute and then a Journey tribute at Johnny Appleseed
played both
Amphitheater.
bands, you
Played
said?
in both bands.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Were there any other crossover members?
Yeah, Dennis was in both bands. He was And I remember the keyboard player, like he never took care of his gear. Sorry, Drew, but like I've never seen it where he brought out. He's like, "Oh man, my window's busted in my van. My keyboard was in there." And he pulled it out and he set it up and he's setting his other stuff. I'm like, "Drew, your keyboard's leaking, man." Like it poured the night before and this thing was
Dripping?
pouring water out.
God.
Yamaha though, man.
Hey,
Yamaha,
tanks,
it
man.
worked.
All right.
It
Tanks.
worked perfect.
Tanks.
I like Yamaha a lot.
Yeah, Yamaha makes just killer stuff.
They do.
I
just
play on
kinda
an
just-
Ibanez, man, and they're
yeah.
kind of similar in my
Yeah.
head. You know, they're tanks; they'll survive anything, and they sound friggin' great.
Yeah, like all my hardware I take out on the road is old Yamaha. I'm not gonna cymbal stand over here. It's they actually used to build the stuff in their motorcycle plant.
Oh, really?
Yamaha, do
That's
you hear
pretty
us?
cool.
Sponsor us, Yamaha.
Yeah, we could use money. We'll take yen.
Yeah.
Wait 3 months though until the conversion rates are better. I don't know.
Speaking of which, the conversion rates for euros are fantastic right now. Yes.
Yeah.
Invest in
I'm
euros.
moving to Rome.
Oh?
in April.
Oh
my gosh.
Actually, unironically,
Congratulations.
cool. That's so cool, dude. I thought that might have been a bit for a second. No, that's
actually-
cool.
Right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're
Rome,
just always
Ohio.
fucking around.
No, I'm just kidding.
no,
real
no.
Rome. Real Rome.
That's cool, man.
Real Rome.
Okay.
That's super cool. What?
don't
Just
know if
for,
you're fucking
for work
with
or
us
something?
on
My wife's work is transferring her, so I'm able
Wow.
to.
So,
I'm
hell
able to
yeah,
keep
fuck
working.
off to Europe, right? Why not?
Yeah. So yeah, we're
Yeah.
trying to get an apartment right now, and that's turning into a nightmare. But
Yeah.
oh well.
Cool. I'm sure our listeners are sick of hearing this story, but like that's a real manifestation winner story, success story. The first time that I met Chuck, we played in a Chili Peppers tribute band.
Oh, nice.
And he was like, I think before our first show, he was telling me about how he wants to move to Rome one day, and like that was 2018 or 17 or something. You know?
Nice.
Yeah. Just kept working at it, kept thinking at it, and it
Wow,
happened.
man.
Put the
No, it's
vibes out
super
there. You know?
Congratulations.
Super cool, man.
You can make anything happen.
Yeah. Trying.
Yeah, and Dennis was in that band with us.
Yes,
yeah.
he was.
And,
Shouts out Dennis.
hey, Dennis Davis. Yeah. And we did the same thing. We changed bands. Yeah, we did a set of Chili Peppers, changed costumes, did a set of Green Day.
Nice.
That was fun to do, man. I had a lot of fun doing that
that's
stuff too.
That sounds a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I love
let's
playing.
get back
Green
out
Day.
there. Yeah.
I'm down.
Farewell show.
You should move to Rome and just you guys start a Green Day tribute band and just How many of those are there?
Verde
Rome?
Day.
You're right. How do you say day? How do you say Green Day in Italian?
Verde Oggi.
Oh, all right. Cool.
Verde
It's
Oggi.
coming on. Last time we checked in on you, you weren't doing so well.
Yeah, I've been working on my flashcards, man.
Nice.
Guy, he knows his Italian. Oh man, you're ready, dude.
Let's get back to our guests here.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Rome. I'm back.
Well, okay. Yeah. How,
Well, it
how
would be
many
cool
times
as
have
hell-
you been to Rome?
I think 4.
Okay.
4. Yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah. Last time I went out on this road called the Appian Way, which is like one of the first roads ever built.
Yeah. That was an old school like emperor shit.
Yeah. So I was out there on an electric bike, and I start hearing this like bell ringing. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And this goat comes over, like there's walls on the sides. This goat comes over the wall. I'm like, oh, cool. It's got a little cowbell on it. And then just like the floodgates open. And just
like 1,000 goats come
over the wall. And I actually have a video. I have a video on YouTube you can check out.
I want to send me that link.
Let's
I want
link
to
that in the comment. Let's link that below the video.
Yeah.
Check out the goats.
Check out the goats, because that sounds like some Lion King.
I am in the
vibes.
middle of like just all these goats just riding a bike. And I have my GoPro out, and I'm just like, this is fucking amazing. Like, I had no idea this is going on. There's dogs that are herding these goats, and they've been doing this since like BC times, like
Man.
on this road.
Yeah.
And the video actually stops when I called my wife because I realized it was like 7 a.m. in Ohio, and she was here. I went by myself this last time, and called her for a wake up call. I'm like, check this shit out.
Wow.
Fucking
man.
goats everywhere.
That's insane. Yeah, I'd love to go to Rome one day. Maybe now I have
A lot of
friend in
busking.
Rome.
There's a lot of
Really?
busking.
Wow.
Yeah, there's people playing music, and there's like ruins everywhere. So it's always like a cool backdrop to play in front of,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Yeah, let us know the scene out there and who should.
Yeah,
fly
let us
out.
know what venues we should hit up.
Like, let's fly out and do a little Rome tour, Italy tour. Yeah.
Sheet.
the Mediterranean Sound Podcast.
I'm in.
Yeah. Cool. All right, that's the next festival, and I'll learn Italian. Yeah.
I'll get everybody playing at Pompeii. We'll get like all the Cleveland people playing Pompeii.
Cool.
That's what it felt
Hey
like.
man, if Floyd can do it, we can do it.
That's
you
right.
know?
Yeah.
We'll get the Pink Floyd sound system for that.
Sounds good. Sounds good to me.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Land of Panda. So you released a couple singles in the past couple years.
Yeah, it's been since 2020. We started recording those in 2020, and then put In These Woods out. Like what?
20. That would have been 20. Summer of 2021. Yeah, summer of 2021. Yeah.
So we're a little overdue to release something.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. We recorded those at Signal Flow Studios with our friend Pharaoh and our friend Jake Pastor mastered them. And yeah, I really like Signal Flow a lot. There's a lot of cool artists coming out of there. The recording music there. Our friends Bittersweet Revenge just put out an EP today. So go check that out. Gotta give them a shout out. And yeah.
Cool. And you, when we mentioned the pandemic, you kind of you lost it in your face a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, was that a trying time for the plans of Land of Panda?
Oh yeah, it was a big one. It was supposed to be a really big summer for us. We were gonna play at the Ledges for the first time. We're supposed to play a lot of festivals for the first time. That would have been our first year, actually playing festivals, and they all just didn't happen. And we all just sort of played at backyard parties, and that
Wherever
even
we
was
could,
sketchy.
it was definitely
well,
not.
We're just gonna stay to ourselves.
Yeah,
And-
but again, that's how we all became super close, and that's how I became super close with them.
Very
was
true.
The fact that we weren't trying to go out and just be in these masses of people, and we just kind of buckled in and got tight with ourselves.
Yeah, it was
know?
a really, really big transformative period for our band.
Because we'd sit in my living room, and because I ended up moving into the house where they rehearsed at and my old band rehearsed at. We'd just sit and play for 6 hours, just drink and play for 6 hours,
A lot of fun.
And it's kind of hard to not be tight with the people that you're doing that with when you do that constantly for 3 months because there's nothing else you can really do, or however long,
And we definitely got to give love to Coyote Grove. At that time, they were really the only people that were doing
Still throwing fests.
throwing festivals, but it was like,
You know, they were temp checking everyone when they were coming in. It was all on the up and up.
but it's that's Northwest
Ohio,
you know, and it's like,
pretty deserted.
It's
it was
deserted.
pretty
There's
sparse.
nothing around.
It was pretty sparse, you know.
But we had a lot of fun there. We met our friends the Hollands there, and they do all of our merch.
Our merch now, they're our graphic designers. They do a lot of great stuff.
Yeah, they're our homies. Shouts out to Jenny and Sean.
Stitch together our boy Joe.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Our percussion player impaled himself on a fence, and then Jenny Holland was the only, like, she had a first aid kit. She was the closest one with the first aid kit.
Yeah.
Got him back up, and then that's how we met, and they started doing merch for us later, and now we're all the best of friends.
Yeah,
Nice.
travel
Beautiful.
state.
Yeah.
Cool.
Beyond.
All right, yeah. Feel free to kill that
Yeah,
between
go
you
for
guys.
it.
There's less than.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
Much
I'll have
obliged.
to get some more of that stuff.
That's
Yeah,
tasty.
really good stuff.
That's
It is,
tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Cleveland whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cleveland
It
bourbon
was.
whiskey, the 87. Finished with an oxygen-enriched accelerated process. Whatever that means.
It means smooth.
ClevelandWhiskey.com.
ClevelandWhiskey.com, everybody.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah. You can also check out BasementTrader.com.
Oh yeah, Chuck Kaminsky,
Yeah, for all of
the
your
basement trader.
for all of your gear needs, all of your setups, repairs.
Got
If
2
you're looking
reverb
for-
shops.
Yeah, vintage
wow.
gear, new line of guitars from Nashville that are Strat quality for like $240.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Does he do basses?
He does
Yes, he
basses.
does
He did a
basses.
bass
He's-
of mine.
Yeah,
and,
he's a bass player. His son's a bass player.
Okay.
He's even got a double bass in that basement shop of his.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I used to play double. I played a little bit of double bass, man. That's so much fun.
Yeah, his son Jacob is going
With a
on
bow or your
to,
fingers?
No, I was sucked at bowing, man. I could never quite figure out bowing. You know, that was a little bit above my pay grade. Because I just stole it from my high school. Like I asked the orchestra director if I could just steal a bass from him for a year. And he said yeah. So I taught myself how to play double bass.
So
which
many
was
kids
cool.
have instruments because of good band directors.
Right.
Just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, all right. What school was that?
Ashland High School.
Oh, Ashland. Yeah, you
Yeah.
said that already.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
Anyway, basementtrader.com. Like, hit up Mr. Chuck Kaminsky. Here's some cards for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, you know.
He
Thanks.
just,
Chuck's awesome.
he just set up a bunch of my
he based out of?
guitars.
Painesville.
Painesville sounds far, but it's right off the highway. Right off the highway,
Right
too.
off the
So,
highway.
there's places in Painesville. You get off the highway, it's 15 more minutes till I'm there. No, this is
No,
like
you're
right
there.
off the highway.
You're at Chuck's house. As soon as
Yeah.
you get off, there's a big sign there that says Chuck's house.
Nice.
Yeah,
Basement trader.
only 10 minutes from my new place in Menor Headlands.
Yeah.
Nice.
Jim
Matter's
Long.
nice.
How you liking the Headlands?
Oh, I love it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a
it's so
parade
good.
going through your front yard.
On the 4th of July.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
great. Yeah,
Gotta
me-
love that.
Me and my girlfriend Rihanna moves there, and we raised a 5-year-old, and she's starting kindergarten next week. We just had her
Oh,
orientation
wow.
today. Yeah, it's a beautiful
At
thing.
Sterling Morton.
Sterling Morton.
That's
yeah.
where I went, man. That's my alma
did?
mater.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, some of the teachers I met there look like they probably taught you.
You'll have to let me know who's there because they may have.
A distinct possibility.
Yeah. I mean, it was a
Yeah.
long, long time ago.
It's great. No venues up there, but there's a nice skate park.
Yeah.
There used to be a venue there. There was Menor on the Lake. Do you remember that one?
Oh, yeah, they had Funky Frog, which it's
Yeah.
changed names like 100 times. 'Cause-
Okay.
So what happened? The Men on the Lake police park in that lot. It kills
Oh,
every place
yeah.
that's been there.
That makes. I think that happened when we played there the one time, and then it shut down like 2 weeks after that.
They've been through so many places. I used to live at the end of that road, at the
They
end of
still
Andrews
have
Road.
Wits
Okay.
End, though. They
Yeah.
still have Wits End.
Well, Wits End is Willoughby
Yeah.
at the end of 91.
Is that
All
the
right,
same?
but it kind of
area?
like connects. I don't know
Yeah.
why I think of that as part of Menor.
Yeah, they're all kind of like
It's-
super.
yeah, it's
Once
kinda
you
there.
get past like East Cleveland and Euclid, they're all kind of like.
That's what I
that
thought.
way,
It's
yeah.
like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Willoughby,
Yeah.
Painesville. Like,
Yeah. You never see where the lines are. They're all blue. All of a sudden, you're like, I'm in Ashtabula.
Right.
Yeah.
Ashtabula is an interesting county.
Most certainly is.
All right, well, let's change the subject real quick.
Do you want to do Listen CLE? Give
Oh
them a
yeah,
shout
yeah.
out.
We were on our.
Yeah. You know,
Thanks
sponsors.
again for these microphones, Chuck Kaminsky, our very first sponsor. Let's give a shout out to Listen CLE. Listen CLE. Did I see you guys' name on their artist directory?
Very possible.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, go to listencle.com and you can fill out your own
EPK basically.
EPK to be in their artist directory that that venues and events look for when they're looking for entertainment
nice.
for their events.
I like playlist curators.
Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic. It's
Big
all,
fan of those. Yeah.
That's right. They have 9 mood-based as opposed to genre-based playlists.
That's interesting. That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's
Playlists.
cool.
That's pretty cool.
It's all Cleveland artists.
It's all Cleveland artists. Cleveland, Youngstown, Akron, like all around here.
Northeast
yeah.
Ohio.
Nice.
Yeah, their 9 playlists are Groove, Energy Boost, Chill, Feel Good, What Is Love, Misery Loves Company, Rock Out, Night Driving, and Acoustic Cuts.
All
Damn,
right.
See,
That's
it sounds like they know how to curate a playlist.
Yeah, go to listencle.com and
the name.
they're showcasing all those Ohio artists.
And check out some of the acts they're sponsoring at the Rock Hall on Sundays.
on Sundays. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we had some, but didn't Harper play at the Rock Hall on one of those Sundays or something?
Our friend Mookie did.
Nice.
Well, not our friend, our acquaintance. I have a single with him, but we've never met. You know what I mean? It's like,
all right.
That's the internet. You can do things like
Beautiful
this.
thing.
We're internet friends.
We had a mutual friend.
All right, like
and we had
Evan
a
Stevens.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We had a mutual friend, and we have a collab with him, but he definitely plays at the Rock Hall and works there. And then we have our friend, doesn't Josh from
Sinclair.
Grav.
Josh Sinclair, I
from
was just
Grav.
thinking of that. Yeah.
Josh from Grav works at the Rock Hall and plays.
That's cool. I didn't know that actually.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We should go see him.
Cool.
Can you hand me that bottle opener, buddy?
Yeah, buddy.
Dry over here.
Thank you, sir.
Let's give a shout out to Jones Drones Cleveland, drone photographer, racer, and builder, repair,
I need one of
lessons.
those, too.
Yeah.
Lifesaver.
Lifesaver.
Drones.
Russell Jones saw a man drowning from his drone on the Cuyahoga River, and him and his friend dug him out. And
Yeah.
he's
Wow.
alive
The
now
dude's
'cause of
life.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jones Drones, CLE.com. You can see footage of all of his great things, including one of his first videos at Nelson Ledges from like 2016.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Where he
I
hit-
think I know exactly what video you're talking about. Is it like a Badfish recap?
It's not. No.
Okay.
It was an
It's
off.
all-
It was an off weekend.
An off weekend,
Yeah,
okay.
but he did hit me in the head and then like land on one of the security golf carts. Like he was following them, and they're like, "Who's doing this drone?" 'Cause it was all against the rules. And then he just landed right on top. They were landed right on top of the cart, and they're still looking for this drone. It was really awful.
That's great.
That's right. And
I
most
wish I could have seen their faces.
well, you can't from
Yeah.
the drone camera because it's right on top.
Yeah.
I wish
Yeah.
we could too.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, and great shots of Cleveland from the sky.
Yeah, the stuff he did for the NBA All-Star game was
That's right.
really cool.
Yeah, TNT hired.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah.
pretty intense, man.
Check out season 1, episode 18.
They
for our
messaged him out of
conversation
nowhere.
with
He
Russell.
thought it was,
Yeah.
like
Like a spam thing or something?
thing,
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Wow.
Cool. Let's give one last shout out to Enlightenment Entertainment.
Yeah, they had some beautiful light show going on for the Grav show and everybody else.
You guys just
Yeah, they just worked.
everyone. I'm like, ooh, I need
They
a drum set.
they worked.
I need some
They worked Freak Stomp back in the day, and they just
Okay.
did the
Nice.
second stage at Everwild too during the Your Lights
Oh, okay.
Festival.
Is it like
Brian and Emily
Brian and Emily? Are they partnered with? Is Brian partnered with
Eddie?
Eddie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Eddie's a good friend of ours.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Shouts out Lake Erie.
That's a season 1 guest.
Yeah, I
too.
got
We
one
love
of their
Eddie.
lighters out in the garage.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. Rattle
Nice.
slash boat.
Perfect
bottle
place for
opener.
the light.
Next to those gravity chairs. It's an all right spot.
I wonder
Oh, yeah,
what's
we
going
found a
on
new-
in the
yeah,
garage.
we found a new pre-show lounge.
Yes,
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah, no, when we pulled up, they were just vibing. I was like, this is going to be a really cool talk.
No doubt.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, so this is Cuyahoga Sound Podcast. We're talking the land of Panda.
This
Thank
episode
you,
sponsored
guys.
by ADHD.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, really. Thank you guys for having us. This has been a blast.
Absolutely.
This is so much fun.
No problem.
So
We're
much
only
fun.
halfway done. Yeah. Well, let's talk about dive more into influences like mainstream, like childhood, like the dudes that like got you inspired to play music, the dudes that got you learned on music, who you played first.
Prince for me. Prince is like a huge, massive influence. Prince, Bob Marley, and Sublime. Those are my big three.
Sabbath, Floyd, and Miles, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, honestly, the first time I listened to Sabbath was, like, almost a religious experience
Same
for
here.
me, man.
Same
like,
here.
the first time I heard it was War Pigs.
It was
like,
Electric Funeral for me.
I will remember that moment for the rest of my life, dude. I just felt synapses firing differently in the back of my head. And Geezer Butler is still, to this day, one of my favorite bass players.
I was just listening to them with my brother. We were driving up from Columbus. My brother, who's a bass player with Among the Willows, and I was playing him some Sabbath cuts he hadn't heard, and he's like, the bass is just so in your face and all.
No, man, that's one of my favorite like classic rock rhythm sections. Like honestly, up there with the Cream rhythm section,
I was just
man.
about to say
It's like they're equally up there, man. They're phenomenal musicians.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that and like
Geezer's amazing.
Geezer is, man. So I'm a furniture mover for my day job. And I was moving this guy one time that had a signed Geezer Butler's signature bass. And I just had to like noodle around on it for a second. Man. I'm like, sorry, I know this is like worth a lot of money, and I know it means a lot to you, but please just give me 30 seconds on this.
Please,
thing,
sir.
man. Yeah.
Please, sir.
Yeah. But no, you did. It was a great bass. But yeah, Geezer Butler, phenomenal, man. But yeah, like Sabbath, Floyd, and like Miles Davis, man. And then P-Funk kind of started like coming up in there. Like I was lucky. I was raised in a family of musicians.
Yeah.
Like I got to raid my dad's CD collection and got everything that anybody would need to know musically from my dad's CD collection.
That's awesome.
So that was really cool.
Cool.
Yeah,
Give us 3 more then.
3 more then.
That was a great first three.
Yeah.
Then so Coltrane, Zeppelin, and Sun Ra, I guess. But,
Sun Ra.
Yeah, Sun Ra. Crazy Afro
Sun Ra.
Yeah. Great guy. But no, my dad was a jazz piano player that like never gigged, but he was a great piano player. So I grew up just around that. Like that's how I learned to play, was like playing with my dad's friends and stuff.
Cool.
You know, because I started playing guitar before I started playing bass, and the first time I ever played bass was at a jam session with his friends. Yeah. And I played for 5 consecutive hours when I was like 14, and I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do now.
Yeah.
And that proceeded to be what I did with the rest of my life. You know.
Cool.
But yeah.
Nice.
Cool. About 3 more from you, Bree.
Definitely. He said Parliament, and that's like, Parliament is something that like totally permeates my music. That's like it
permeates my life, man. Like I listen to
because
P-Funk every day.
I was gonna say,
you
like,
know?
whether I know it or not, I was listening to P-Funk every day through samples, you know?
Yeah, like through Dre or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I was listening to P-Funk before I knew I was listening to P-Funk because I was listening to The Chronic.
That's a huge
Yes.
one. That is a huge one. And then I'd say Tupac. Tupac is definitely one of my biggest inspirations. And then I'd probably say Michael Jackson, honestly.
I feel it.
Yeah, I have a lot of pop. I have these pop guys, but that's just what was speaking to me at those times. Michael Jackson was a big one for me. Yeah. Early Michael Jackson, like, first album was like, that shit really changed my life and my world. Ben.
Honestly, The Clash is probably up there for me too. Though.
Clash, wow.
Yeah, man, The Clash, because that was one of my first. Like, I listened to a lot of live Marley, not so much studio Marley. Because my dad, again, most of what I grew up listening to was like my dad's CD collection. Mm-hmm. Hated live Marley. He had one live Marley CD, or he hated studio Marley. He had one live Marley CD, Babylon by Bus, and that and Clash London Calling was what I listened to every day going to school when I was in 6th grade. And that kind of just burned that into my head. And I didn't even realize it until I started playing, like, actual reggae, like, 10 years, like, however many years later. But that was so burned into my head at such a young age, you know? It's crazy how that stuff happens, you know?
And for me, like, I'd have to, like, go on a little sub-vibe and say heavier things, like System, Rage, nah.
No, Rage was a big one for me,
System,
too, man.
Rage
was a big one for me.
Huge inspiration to me. System and Rage. Mm-hmm. And
they influenced my politics. Like, a lot of the politics that I have today were because I was listening to those when I was a little kid. You know?
Yeah. The message matched my feelings, you know? Like, that the vibe of their music, like, that emotion, like, is what it was. You know, it was like a little contrary to Sublime, who I was like into too, who like write this poppy, like nice uppity song about date rape, or you know, or like you know, like songs major, but it's like about like this like runaway girl and like, but it was like the energy matched the lyrics. You know?
I think that hits an important distinction though in reggae, which is the difference between like Sublime reggae and like roots reggae.
Oh yeah, that roots.
You know, I think that's a really important distinction. And what speaks to me personally is somebody that plays that music is more the roots vibe than the Sublime vibe. And obviously, I was listening to Sublime before I was listening to anybody else. But I think that's an important distinction to make, and that's why I think that, that's why I love Rage and that's why I love reggae, is because I think they're inherently speaking to a lot of the same things.
Yeah, there's some good roots. There's good roots Jamaican singers doing reggae in Cleveland. Yeah,
Carlos Jones. We're about to announce a show tomorrow. I'm going to give you guys a little sneak. Well, I guess it won't come out until the show is out, but we're playing with Carlos Jones on October 12th at the Rock Shop. And that's going to be a lot of fun. He's a legend.
I might be playing on that show. I've been filling in for Ghani on some of these shows.
Dude, that would be really cool.
That'd be gnarly, man. I hope to see you there.
Hope to see you there too. Yeah.
For me, like when I was in 7th grade, I saw Carlos Jones open for Ziggy Marley, and that was like a really big thing for me. And like to be now opening for Carlos Jones, this will be we've opened for him a couple times now, but it's
second time with me at least.
And it's an honor every single time because it's like, wow, like this is like
those are some cats, man.
Yeah, I feel the same way just filling in, like just being on stage there. You know?
Absolutely,
absolutely. That's awesome. Hopefully, I hope you fill in.
Yeah, I hope
that gig.
I'm doing one this Saturday, but like that's the last one I have
on the books
scheduled.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Well, if you're not playing, you should definitely be at that show October
12th. I may be there.
Yeah.
That's a week away from my birthday. Come out to my week away from my birthday show.
Oh, I'm doing double duty this Saturday because it's like 4:30 to 6 with Carl with the Plus Band, and then private party with the Ragtops.
Oh,
nice.
Wow, that's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool. Great days. I love that shit.
Yeah.
You ever do 2 shows?
Absolutely, all the time.
Yeah, it's a lot.
All the time. It's great.
A lot sometimes. Man, one time we had a festival that we went to, set all of our stuff up at. It was a 2.5-hour drive from Akron. Came. This is like in 2017. Played a show at Annabelle's in Akron. And then drove back. That was one of the worst. And played. That was one of the worst decisions I've ever made. It was a double book. 2 of the same day at a festival. It was just.
Yeah,
Davey didn't make it back. He didn't come play.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, like he couldn't.
No, double books are great days. Like if you just plan it right.
Absolutely,
it's all the preparation. You know, if you so much is in the preparation because when you're executing, like doing the actual show, like that's where all the joy is. For me, you know? And so like you got to prepare to like get that payoff.
Yeah, for me, I just like. Every time I'm on the stage, I kind of like really exert all my energy, and then once I'm done, after it's like to get off the stage and be like, all right, instead of driving 15 minutes home and going to bed, I'm driving 2.5 hours away, setting up my stuff and playing another thing. Back then, I didn't know what I was doing, you know. But you're right though, man. Yeah, preparation is very important when it comes to that kind of thing.
Cool. So, what are some of your goals for the future? Like, what do you guys want to do next, or what are you planning on? If you can shed light on that.
I would love to release another album.
I think that's pretty much our biggest goal at this point is hammering out the material. Because we have new material that we've been working on for a while. We just want to hammer it out and get it recorded and get it out to people.
Yeah. And we'll definitely have some singles coming out soon. But like I don't want to say like an album is like that's like a very big goal for me because I just feel like I want to do it the right way this time, not really like rush it and do like the live vibe. I would really want to put my all into tracking.
Hey man, that's a good way to go for your first one. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because like you've got nowhere to go, but like more produced.
Exactly.
And like there's a lot to be said about like being young, new, and raw. Like, and then like showing that like that's what it is. You're in this for the long haul. It's only gonna get more polished from here.
Yeah.
No, that's absolutely what we're trying to do. Is just become more polished.
For sure. And I want to tour. I want to do a successful at least 4 or 5 state tour. That would be that's definitely a big goal of mine.
Successful meaning break even.
Yeah, right.
for
Maybe
sure.
be able to pay my rent, you know?
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
Not have to sell plasma. Yeah, that'd be nice.
I do the same thing, man.
Hey.
Yeah. It's worth it.
Yeah, those aren't track marks.
No, they're absolutely not.
But yeah, and then
They're going for good money?
otherwise-
Yeah, man. Like it's real easy. You just sit there and
Sit there and read a book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like $500 a month, just twice a week.
Yeah, it's people pay their rent.
I wonder if
that
they'll
way.
sponsor us.
Hey man,
CSL plasma.
I go between there and BioLife because BioLife's like 7 minutes from my house now.
Nice.
I'm like
Nice.
my Heisley Road in Mentor.
Nice.
okay.
Yeah. So like you go to CSL if you just like go for a month, you like get
Get the
bonuses.
extra, the $100 donation
Yeah,
action.
it's like $900 for just 8 trips. Yeah, and you're only there like 2 hours each time.
It's not that bad. It's really not that bad.
Yeah, it's nice. Like, and then you just throw that in your savings. And like, all right, cool, that's good. And,
Yeah.
Now mine has become my car repair fund because
Nice.
I drive for a living now.
Right? I mean, basically, we kind of do too at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
What was that? That was a stab.
It was.
That was a I don't
drive.
drive, so he was throwing me.
Yeah, I'm the driver in the van. I drive us everywhere, unless I can't.
We got the caravan ready, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doobie, man.
Yeah. But I think we were talking about goals.
Goals, yeah.
As far as goals go, like I want to definitely play more festivals and just get on bigger and better festivals. That's always my goal every year, and we've been doing it pretty much every year.
Yeah.
So like
It's been a pretty up, at least because I can only speak for the 2 years that I've been.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a pretty steep upward
Yeah.
trajectory since I've been. It's
cool
been
because
working
my goal-
out.
my
It's all on
goal
you,
when
right?
My
Yeah.
goal when I started was
100%.
playing
Obvious.
something
It's
like
all
this.
me. Yeah.
Well,
obvious.
the first time I ever
I just
met
played
you
baseball.
Yeah.
was when you guys were out in like it was like 45 degrees and it was at nighttime at Nelson Ledges. And you guys
Yeah.
were playing in the woods, and I'm like your guitar's gonna fucking like just go out of tune standing here, and it
did.
and it did, and it was. And like I think between every song, like maybe like between like a section, you like tuned it back up,
Yeah.
and then it was good to go again.
Man, yeah, that was
That was cool, man. Those Renegade sets were a big part of my formative jam years too.
yeah. So
That's
that's
cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like
We still
just-
do a lot of Renegade
just to
action,
do
you know?
that and to go from that to playing the festivals that we're playing now. We're really, really proud of that and want to keep that going.
Well, that's another good manifestation story,
Yeah,
man. You play out there. What's your obvious goal? To be on the main stage.
Yeah.
There you are.
Yeah, definitely, exactly.
What is the roughest gig you've played? That's bringing up a fun topic,
That's a
right?
Great question.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Horror
Trying
story.
to think.
Ooh, I've gigged a lot.
Bad promoter,
like-
bad venue.
I mean,
operator.
with me and
I
you,
want you
period,
to say
like
yours because I'm curious because I have like some early on like horror stories.
I mean, just, you know, it's pretty basic, like, dive bar with 3 rednecks screaming at you to play Freebird kind
Yeah.
of stuff, you know? Like, I've had fights break out during sets before, you know? It's just
Yeah.
grimy, small-town dive bar shit. You know, you can fill in the rest.
Yeah.
Mine is definitely a dive bar, and it was my birthday, and my family members came. This was like our first year playing, and the only person that was there that wasn't my family member was the bartender, and she was nodding out the entire time.
Oh.
She couldn't serve my
Where was
family
that at?
drinks. It was at the On Scene Sports Bar in Akron, and that's not even a thing anymore. And that's usually how those go.
I had a
But-
similar one to that at Wilbert's in Cleveland. Or
I've
right
heard
by
that
Jacobs.
place.
It's right across from Jacobs Field, like during the off season. Like,
Okay.
they still have live music there. And,
Nice.
Yeah.
just your family. Yeah.
Yeah. But I really believe that it gets. I feel like the biggest thing, like if I had to give advice to anybody who's younger, like if I had to give advice to myself,
Put in the work.
when I was like 3 years ago, I would just say, dude, just play as many gigs as you can.
Be all
Just
right
keep
with playing
as many-
shitty shows,
Yeah,
man.
play
Be
shitty
all right
shows,
with playing shitty
do
shows.
the thing, meet people, and
You got to
eventually,
embrace it.
We've met
Yeah.
You know?
everybody that we've met playing shitty shows.
Yeah.
Like literally everybody I've met of value and the people that I've met who haven't brought value, but have brought important, not musical or career value, but like wholesomeness, you know, that has come from me just playing anywhere I can, and just do that for as long as you can, and then fucking, I don't know,
Shit'll happen eventually.
Yeah, you guys got a bright future, I think, man.
Well, thank you.
You're gonna be
I
looking
appreciate
back
that.
at the like shows you are looking fondly on now as the shitty shows one day.
I don't know, man.
That's a bold proposition.
Honestly,
I'd
we
love
always
to
talk
have you
about
be
it.
proven right.
Yeah.
You know?
We always talk about
up
it.
to you guys. Prove me right.
For sure.
Every show I play, man, I think it might not get any better than this.
That's
you
what I
know,
was
and
just about to
that's
say.
a thought that I.
That's a
try
great way to feel, though, on
Hell
the
yeah,
stage,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I never know when I'm going to be able to do this again. And that's true. And, like, even if I have another gig scheduled, life is life, you know? And, like, we never know what could happen.
Oh,
So,
hell
like,
yeah. Well,
that-
then I wish I had your mentality when I was your age. Because, like, it took me a while to come around to that shit.
I totally
man.
understand. I feel it. I just, for me, it's just like and for us, like, we live coming out of Akron. It's like, I hate to get serious for a second and bring the vibe down, but, like, there's a lot of, like, violence and, like, things that would
Justice
prevent
for
people.
Justice for Jalen.
Yeah, there's just a lot of things. Like, I've had a lot of friends die, and like that's kind of where I'm coming from right now. Is like, I just had a friend die, and it wasn't anything like gang or no violence. It was a freak accident, and he was my age. We went to high school together. One of my high school best friends, his name was Matt. Rest in peace, Matt. And he was one of my best friends, and one of the reasons why I do what I do, 100%. He was always pushing us to get on the stage at Nelson Ledges and do these things. He was the guy that I went to my first festival with, you know, and like he's gone and he's my age, and to see that, this is very recent, and to see that and to know that, it's just like, I'm very thankful to be able to be here still and to be able to do what we do.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool. Nice. You guys one of the like Badfish bands these days?
I wish.
You wish? Hey. Italia, let them know.
It's funny. We were really pushing really hard, but not this time around. Hopefully next year.
I think maybe that's where I saw you in the woods once.
Yeah, for sure. We that was definitely one of the ones, and that's one of our biggest goals still for sure. But we played Sunny Days this year, and that was
a blast.
That's what I was
yeah,
gonna say.
absolutely.
Like that's like an equivalent to me. you
Yeah,
know?
really. Yeah, Badfish is just like it is what it is every year. Like it's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Like revolving bands, but cool. Yeah, Sunny Days. That's cool. I hope that is that talking about coming back.
That
as
is definitely
yearly
a thing every year.
That's
yes.
a thing. All right, great.
Tropidelic has their own festival now at Nelson Ledges every year, which is awesome.
And
Because I remember, like, even in my, coming in 2016, seeing them open for Badfish or what have you, and to see them go as far as they're going now and do what they do, it's like, damn, dude, like, you could really do this. Any of us
man,
can.
seeing some of those Everwild
Yeah,
videos,
Everwild
like,
looked
dude,
crazy.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Like knowing them as long as I've known them, I never knew they got to the point where they can pack a festival that much.
in Legend Valley, man.
in Legend
that's
Valley,
like as good as it gets festival ground wise around here.
for Ohio. Yeah.
I'm very proud to be a part
Of
where
that
I would
scene.
consider
Yeah.
that as a part of that scene.
Yeah.
I'm
so proud of those
it.
boys.
Yeah,
Absolutely, man.
yeah. We
Absolutely.
all should be.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, Chuck.
Yeah.
Your turn for a question.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Hit us, Chuck.
You caught me off guard. I got nothing, man.
Oh yeah, he's just a listener.
I am a listener. A lot of the time.
Well, he's like the color guy. I'm the play-by-play guy.
Give us another question.
Yeah.
Hit us.
Cool. Talk to us about your writing process.
Essentially, what happens is one of us will write a riff, and we'll bring the riff to the band, and we'll jam on the riff, and then words will come eventually, and then somebody will be like, "Hey, that's a good one," and we'll be like, we'll get off stage, we'll be like, "Yeah, that's a good one," and then one of them
Then
will
we'll
be
hammer
like,
it out for the next 3 or 4
we'll
months.
make
or
it a
whatever,
song.
yeah.
It's really just
Yeah.
like, it starts as a riff, I'd say.
Yeah.
That's kind of where it starts now, is a riff, and then we bring the riff live, and we jam on the riff, and then from there, it just
One of my favorite riffs is in Peaks.
I love that.
Shouts out to
I
Michael
love that.
Brown. Michael Brown Jr. wrote that one.
Because I
Alright,
gig
cool, I
on a
was about to
fretless,
say,
and like on a fretless, that's one of my favorite licks to play. Just
Really?
That's a good.
Like
bass.
I love it.
It's a good bass.
I
too,
love
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
How is it getting used to a fretless?
I've never really had to get used to a fretless because I've played on fretlesses since I was like 16 or 17.
Okay.
He's
But,
never
um,
been in my band.
It's
with
definitely
fretted
a
bass.
different thing, and I want to get a fretted just because, you know, I want
doesn't
to
hold
not have to look down at my shit.
Who needs?
Yeah.
You know, because like I have my I have
Does
the
it have-
fretboard memorized, man.
it
But
have the
being able
lines?
to hit those edges exactly in tune, like every time, is a whole different thing.
Yeah.
So there's definitely certain songs that I want to keep using the fretless on, but I want to have a fretted just so I can like be engaged with the crowd, and not have to be completely looking down at my stuff.
I
the
keep
entire time.
seeing fretless on
know?
the market, and I'm like thinking about dipping my toe in there.
They're worth picking
but-
up, man. They're
Yeah,
definitely
they
they're
are,
a blast. They're a blast to play.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't recommend it for your 100% all the time gigging bass. You know?
All right.
I bought
'Cause I'm not
one
Jocko,
when I was,
you know. I'm not can't shred like that, you know.
I don't know, dude. You make it work.
I make it work, but we'll see.
You're not Jocko. I will
Yeah.
say that. But
Okay.
You are Noah.
Fretless are fun. I bought one when I auditioned for Dark Side of the Moon, the Pink Floyd tribute band.
Nice,
And, like,
nice.
I thought for sure I was going to get that gig, so I bought this fretless off their last bass player. But it wasn't. I mean, it had the lines. It was. Like,
Yeah, I play on a line too. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. All right,
Yeah.
cool. All right, I don't feel so bad. I feel like every other fretless I've seen doesn't have the cheaters.
I thought about getting it online, and I'm so glad I didn't because it
hardcore.
would have been.
Imagine playing in the dark. Imagine playing
Yeah,
in the
like
dark.
it's hard enough playing in the dark with lines, man. Like I swear to God, I'm like hunched over.
You can't
sometimes,
feel 'em?
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what's going on
Yeah, you
here?
need glow in the dark dots. Yeah.
Right? That'd be interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, I sold it back to the singer of that band.
Yeah.
Jeff Tucker. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
You guys do? You guys like Floyd?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Floyd's one
Big
of my
Floyd guys.
one of my all-time favorite bands.
This guy's a big
You know,
Floyd.
I think that when they next blast like gold records into like into space, like on whatever mission they did, they should blast some cuts off of Dark Side into there because to me that's like up there with Mozart in terms of like human musical achievement.
There was supposed to be
know?
something from. I just watched something on YouTube about that, and it might have been Pink Floyd that was supposed to have a song or an album launched that was part of that gold disc.
Yeah.
And the record company got in the way and was like, no, we're not going to allow that. We can't have the aliens infringing our copyrights. You know,
God
like that type
forbid,
of
man.
attitude.
Yeah.
Dude,
guess I know
that's
something we
an
don't.
evil human being. Right
Yes,
there.
it absolutely is. It might have been Floyd. I can't remember for sure, but
Either way, that's not cool, you know. But
yeah.
no, they should blast that shit
Why
in
is it
space,
up to
man.
them?
Right.
Yeah,
They should
it's
put it up to
space,
vote.
Man. How far does your jurisdiction go on copyright?
Exactly.
You know?
Who are they gonna sue?
Right?
Earth. Good luck suing Earth.
Siglar 7 doesn't respect our rules.
Ziglar 7 versus Florida court. Yeah.
Hear
Love
ye,
to see
hear
that.
ye.
Yeah.
To just bring a fucking laser gun and like just disintegrate them. Like, all right, now who's gonna sue us?
Scarf.
Yeah.
Well, that went on a tangent. I really gotta pee.
Well,
I'm right there with you, buddy.
can you hold it for like 15 more minutes?
We could.
Yeah, let's
You think we
15
can?
more.
I
Come
think
on,
we
guys.
can squeeze 15 more
Come on,
minutes out of
guys.
these guys.
We're mad.
All right.
We have blood.
We've got bottles.
Yeah.
You know, I can say this. I have yet to piss in a bottle in a van while we've been gigging.
I can't say
know.
that.
Oh well, I mean that's because you're only like 24. Something like
That's-
that.
No, I'll just
Just wait till
I'll
tour,
just
buddy.
struggle until we hit a fucking rest stop.
Guess what,
you know?
Noah? I'm not stopping.
I know, buddy.
That happens all the time. They're like, Kurt. It's
Well,
Kurt.
what about-
Yeah, it is
he's
usually
like,
Kurt, yeah.
he's like, dude.
Out a window.
Out of a window, I'd feel worse. I would, but I'd feel bad for the people driving behind us.
Well, you don't do it when people are driving.
Well, I
by.
suppose if we had like some clear action behind us, I could piss out.
I feel like that's too dangerous,
No,
man.
let
I'd
me
rather
tell-
piss out of a
Mama
window
said
than
never
piss into
piss
a
in the
bottle.
wind. So that's
Well,
not
I mean, piss when the wind is headed towards you.
well,
You know, if you
If
piss,
it's the opposite direction, then you're golden.
Yeah,
You gotta
No
work
pun
with
intended.
the wind.
No pun intended. No pun intended.
well, there's not much more of a freeing feeling than pissing out a window
moving
of
vehicle?
a moving vehicle. Yeah. Well, maybe off a cliff. Yeah.
Cliffs are nice.
Cliffs are
Yeah,
good.
Yes,
that is
Cliffs
all
are
right.
awesome.
Yeah, that is all right.
Yeah.
I just have.
That's pretty good.
All of us are just thinking about us being off a cliff and how
Yeah.
cool it is.
I was just thinking of there's you guys watch Conan the Barbarian. They're like,
Oh, yeah.
Conan, what is best in life? He just came out as like pissing off a cliff, man.
True.
To crush your enemy, see him driven before you.
That was one of my favorite Arnie movies, man. That's right up there with like Terminator and like
Yeah.
T2. That was a good one. I mean, it wasn't good, but it was entertaining. You know, it was
We've heard
very
good things
entertaining.
about the new Predator movie.
Oh, really?
Can't wait to
Yes,
see it.
it's
Really?
called Prey.
Yeah, pray.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cannot wait to check it out.
I was never a big Predator. I was always more of an Alien guy than a Predator guy.
I like
to be
the.
honest.
I got into Predator when when Predator versus Alien wasn't a thing. Was a thing. It
was a terrible movie.
It was a terrible movie, but I was like Predator, you know.
Yeah.
And I checked him out. It's alright, you know.
It's not bad. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get to movies at the end. Let's get back to music for just a
I'm
second.
disappearing for 5.
All right.
5
Okay.
seconds.
All right. Okay.
You got it.
Chuck.
I've got faith in you.
No, I got it.
This is for throwing me under the bus earlier.
What bus? Go.
The short one.
All right. So you guys have tunes ready to record?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm really excited to record. We have a song, Nirvana. We tried to record it the last go around. We wanted
It's gonna go better 1,000 times this
Yeah,
round.
and we played it a different way. And sometimes live, you know, songs evolve. When you play them live, you're like, oh, this sounds better. It sounds better when we play it like this. Sounds better when we play it that tempo. So this song has had some time to
mature. You
mature,
know, like that
and-
whiskey.
Yeah.
Age in a
So,
barrel, you know?
exactly. So I'm really excited to get in because, like I said, we tried to record it last time. So like this time it should be a very, very easy process because we know exactly.
We
what
played
we
it
want.
live 1,000 times since then, so it
Yeah.
should be pretty quick lay down.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. Nirvana, and I have a song called "Try My Best" that I want to record, but I don't know how we're gonna do it, and that will, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to get back.
I'm
in the
excited to work in
studio.
the studio a little
been-
bit as opposed to working live because for however long we've been a band that primarily works live and figures stuff out live
Forever.
So it'll be cool to have a little bit of like technology behind us and actually be able to orchestrate
Yeah.
stuff and do arrangements the way that we want to as opposed to the way that we have to do
Well,
it
you
live.
got to record with them for these singles, right?
No.
No. Oh,
No, but he was in the studio with us while we were recording, but he wasn't recording.
No, I'm not the one on the track.
Kurt.
Oh, okay.
Kurt,
All right.
who is a lead singer and manager of the Groovy Roots, shout out to Groovy Roots, plays bass.
Yeah, shout out Groovy
on
Roots,
that
the other band I
entire-
play bass in.
Yeah.
Our other guitar player also plays guitar in.
Our sister band.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kurt's other band.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you there. We jumped on your Beachland Tavern bill in October.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
It's
yeah.
fun.
Cool. That is gonna be fun.
Yeah, it'll be a blast. Absolutely.
That's cool. Is that like his girlfriend that he's single?
Helena, yeah, that's
Yeah.
Oh,
Helena,
cool.
yeah.
That's
They're both my
awesome.
roommates.
It's
too.
a family
Yeah.
affair.
He's also my coworker. We both move furniture together. It's a whole thing, you know.
It's a family affair.
Nice. Yeah, I love that dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. I wish.
I remember coming back from a Fish show in like 2019 to that practice room we shared because I'm like, it's after a Fish show. I'm feeling super inspired. I'm like tripping. I'm drunk, but like still.
Lucid.
Yeah,
Pretty
lucid.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's like 2 a.m. and I'm like, dude, you know what? I'm just gonna go to my practice room and like jam some fucking Fish tunes and like just take. And so I get there, and him and some other dude are sleeping there.
Right? Kurt is a sleepy boy. I'll say that. He can sleep anywhere, everywhere for however long he needs. He's a sleepy boy.
Yeah. Yeah, you would. Yeah. Yeah, he's sleepy.
That was a story. There you go.
Oh, all right.
Cool.
Well, I was closing
back.
my eyes, pretending I was peeing off a cliff.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
he was.
Imagination.
Imagination.
All right.
All right.
Episode.
Oh yeah, I think I might go watch that trilogy. I had the DVD of the 3 episodes, and it had like other episodes on there too. There was this like promotion at a bar. You spin the wheel and like you get a prize.
Yeah.
And it was that South Park Imagination Land DVD.
Nice.
Fantastic.
It had like
Nice.
Best of Butters on another part of it.
Bro, I just got access to HBO Max again, and literally all I've been doing is just watching South Park. It's so great.
I've watched that more than any other show
Same.
in my life, I
It's
think.
probably my favorite show of all time.
I've seen it too many times.
Did you see the concert they just put on at Red Rocks?
I saw
No,
reviews of
with
it.
Les?
Yes.
I saw a clip of the theme song, dude.
Oh.
With him
And they,
going, I love
Primus,
that,
too.
man.
Primus was my
freaking
other
Getty
band.
Lee
Geddy
and
Lee
Alex
and Alex,
Lifeson
yeah.
from Rush
Really?
showed
I didn't
up.
know that. That's crazy.
It's the first time they've played since Neil passed.
Yeah, since
you
they
know?
did the tour or whatever.
They played.
Yeah,
They played
yeah.
Closer to the Heart.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's
the
so
whole
cool.
25th anniversary of South Park at Red Rocks.
I could have
Wow.
gotten
They'll
tickets.
probably make a DVD
Oh,
or
I
something.
could have gotten
yeah.
tickets to that, and I didn't go.
Oh,
I don't believe you because you would have gone.
I should have gone. Well, so they did 2 shows there. The initial one I entered the raffle for, and then they had a second show, and they're like, "Do you want tickets?" And I was like,
Yeah, that's how I feel about Eric Wilson at the Brown Stadium. It's like,
"Yeah."
That's cool. That started. That show was the start of my real personality. When like I grew up in a strict Christian household.
Oh, really?
And that was
Catholic. I grew up Catholic.
That was one of the things that got me like to break away. I'm like,
South
okay,
Park?
yeah, there's more to this world.
no,
than just
dude, they're
Jesus.
brilliant satirists, man.
Yeah,
They're,
they are.
Matt and Trey are geniuses, man. They're geniuses.
They skewer everybody.
Exactly. And
That's
that's why I was so sad when Chef got like so shitty.
Right.
When they started insulting Scientology, like they literally have insulted every other religion on the face of the planet,
Yeah.
but you quit when they insult yours. Like, come on, buddy.
Yeah.
You took part
Come
in
on.
that, like that roasting. You know, like come we get roasted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's I'm waiting for them to roast themselves already.
Yeah,
There's
for
been
real.
some times
That would
where
be
they'll
hilarious.
roast their own show. But like there was on those Family Guy episodes. That one dude, I was like, I like Family Guy. At least they're not up their ass with their own all of these messages.
I don't know. I always liked South Park better than Family Guy. That was always me.
Never really watched South Park, honestly.
You're lame. South Park's great.
Be that
You're
one
not
out of
lame, you're just
4.
missing out.
Yeah, you're
I am
missing
missing
out.
out.
Yeah,
You're
it's-
super lame.
Yeah, it is. I am, and I enjoy it. You know, I like Futurama.
yeah, you could like that
Yeah,
too. That's
Futurama.
absolutely all right. The new Beavis and Butthead is fantastic.
The new movie, I heard.
Always
it was
love
great.
Beavis
They
and
brought back
Butthead,
the
which
TV
is
show.
Oh,
as
really?
well, yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's cool. I just heard about the movie.
The movie was all right. The TV show is great.
Great?
Like I really like the TV show. Oh, I like it better than the old show.
Wow.
That's saying
That's a
something.
tall statement, buddy.
Yeah,
It seemed like the same old show to me, but I'll give it another go.
It's the episode part is very similar. I think the humor in the little bits that used to be the music videos, and now sometimes they're watching TikTok and
Yeah,
stuff like
okay.
that.
Yeah.
Those parts, like some of the humor that
funny.
comes out there,
That
is
is
like
great.
the cleverest stupid humor. You know, like there's stupid humor, and then there's like having some thought into it, and they have some serious thought into it. You know, like
Clever, stupid humor.
yeah. Mike Judge has gotten even better.
Shout
No
out
doubt.
Mike Judge. Yeah. You guys ever seen Tales from the Tour Bus?
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah, dude. If you, Chris, man. If you,
Oh,
yeah, you gotta check that
My
out.
name's not Chris.
Oh, I'm sorry, Evan. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, dude. I have one of my best friends in the world is named Chris, and that's what I thought.
Oh, okay. That
Kind of
means-
drunk on
means
the
something, though.
dude. Cleveland.
Yeah, that got me last time.
I'm sorry, Evan.
But yeah, Tales from the Tour Bus. Both seasons are
Yeah.
fantastic. So the first season was the Outlaw Country, right?
Yeah.
First season's Outlaw Country. Second season's Funk.
Good
like-
one was Miller Lite.
So you're not familiar with this at all, Evan?
I gotta say no. Sorry. Yeah.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
All
I'll
right.
be back shortly.
Absolutely, I understand.
You can grab one of those. Those were Marty's. They did well. 6 beers for one dude. That makes sense.
Yeah, right.
But
Wanna drink this piss water?
You want?
I actually yelled at a coworker because like there's a food truck park that just came in next door to my work, and he's like, "Hey, you want a beer?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You want a Bud Light?" Like I said, I wanted a fucking beer, man.
Not a water.
But anyways, Tales from the Tour Bus.
Yeah,
They just animate these stories of like, the first season was all these crazy ass outlaw country dudes, Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
it's all their friends telling these crazy stories, and they animate the stories. And then the second season is funk.
Yeah, it's
like the
like-
Rick
you got, like,
James is.
Rick James.
Oh my God, it's
James
amazing.
Brown, The Time,
What's
and
this
Prince.
YouTube?
HBO.
HBO.
It was on Cinemax originally,
Yeah.
but yeah. I did not realize for the longest time that HBO Max is HBO and Cinemax.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I thought it was just like
Yeah,
HBO
I didn't realize that.
Plus.
Yeah,
You know, but it's-
HBO Max is a deal.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Hear that, HBO Max? Sponsor us.
We will whore ourselves out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
HBO
100%.
Max will only talk when we do the movie question. It'll be, what movie is on HBO Max?
Tales from the Tour Bus, man.
Yeah, I hope so.
Tales from the Tour.
I'm gonna go home and check.
later on.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
I'm
Like-
excited to watch it. Well, I'm still finishing Stranger Things.
You
Never
should-
seen. Should I watch Stranger Things, guys?
You know what? Yeah, man. It's if you like any like horror or
I do.
So it's got elements of like it takes place in the 80s, and it's got elements of like every 80s franchise.
Ooh,
Like really does.
I've got the bike in the garage.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
I've got
man.
a strange,
People
but I've only
love
watched one
it.
episode.
people love it. See, I'm
Yeah.
the kind of guy where I don't really get into something until people are like over it. You know what I
Well,
mean?
hey,
Yeah.
I watched season 1, and like when it came out, when I was in the hospital, I'm like, I might as well watch this. And then I didn't watch 2, 3 at all. And then when 4 came out, I'm like, all right. And then I watched 2, 3, and now I'm in watching 4 right now.
Nice,
Yeah.
and it's amazing. I bet
Yeah,
that's what
it's-
everybody's
it's
saying.
great,
right
man.
now.
It's like it's almost like the Goonies meets Friday the 13th meets Ghostbusters meets
Damn.
Never Ending Story meets
sounds
Driving
awesome.
Horses.
That sounds awesome because I like everything,
There's,
every single one of
I
those.
mean, Monster meets It.
That
yeah.
I get the it
Yeah,
vibe from
clowns.
that.
Yeah, meets like there's some Matrix
Meets
vibes
MacGyver.
in there.
MacGyver.
No,
No
MacGyver.
MacGyver.
Can't say MacGyver.
Meets Mr. T.
RoboCop.
No, I'd say
All right.
well, like Goonies meets like Friday the 13th might be the best.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
really cool.
All right.
Into that. Really into the Goonies, you know.
Yeah,
Goonies
it
never
starts-
die.
It starts with this like it starts with like this the ashes settling of stuff from MK Ultra,
Okay.
you know,
Ah,
All right.
and then like dives into this.
That's
other,
been my
this-
wormhole of YouTube lately.
Oh, yeah.
dives
Yeah,
into
MK
this,
Ultra
dives
stuff,
into
yeah.
this
Oh, fuck.
universe that's like living underneath this town that they unlock a portal to, or they just like this lab accidentally leaks out, and they're like trying to close it, and like stuff keeps getting in.
See, I only saw episode 1. I watched it with my wife, and then she assumed I wasn't into it, and she binge watched the whole rest of the first
Without
season.
you, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and then like when you
Okay,
just
we talked about
when you just watch
Dude, I
TV
get
together,
that.
it ruins it.
I get
I'm
that.
like,
Yeah.
fuck,
I
man,
get
you-
that, man.
You ruined it for me.
I get that, man. Because like I'll start something with my girlfriend, and we've been together 6 years. Basically, my wife at this
Yeah.
point. You know what I mean? So we'll start something together, and then she'll get mad if I watch it alone. But I'll come home and she'll be watching it. Where's the logic in that?
You can't do that.
Yeah,
I'll get mad, man. It's like, yeah.
but Tales from the Tour Bus for sure.
Yeah.
like
Great
you
show.
don't have to, you don't
Oh,
have to
great
binge
show.
it. You can watch like an episode
Bit
at
by
a time.
bit, they're great. Yeah.
They're fantastic. You can watch like a scene. There's scenes on YouTube, and they're all fucking hilarious.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
Yeah, like Bootsy when they got called up by James Brown.
Oh,
That
yeah.
whole story is
Oh, yeah.
absolutely insane.
Yeah.
They were playing at a fucking bar,
Yeah, Bootsy.
and James Brown's management's like, "Hey, James wants you to play for They want you to be his band." You know,
And then
You're gonna be his band.
they get James Brown
And the
high on
fucking-
acid. And that's how they end up getting fired.
Fucking limo shows up. They're playing a dive bar. The limo shows up to take them to the fucking airport.
Yeah, imagine that. It's just like,
right.
yeah, you guys are gonna go play for Anderson.
They're like,
Paak.
you gotta leave during the second set to go fly out to go play with James Brown.
Yeah. Yeah. Wild.
And he hasn't even fired his original band yet.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they're still on stage. I know.
It's a fucking great show.
I gotta watch that.
No,
Yes,
yeah.
you have to.
Nice.
All you guys got to watch that.
Yeah,
It's
Tales from the
fantastic.
Tour Bus.
Tales from the Tour Bus.
Thank you, Mike Judge.
Yes.
For real.
Yeah, thank you, Mike Judge, for a lot of
That's
shit.
a Mike
man.
Judge thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right.
It's all like
Yes.
animated and stuff. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Dude.
All right.
It's amazing.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we usually do the what are we watching next at the very end of the episode.
This
And
has
we
kind of
just
turned into a whole
Yeah.
group
like 20
chat.
minutes.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Hey, go for it.
What am I watching? Or what am I watching next? When I get home, if I had to turn on TV, what would I watch? Man, I know Will Smith fucking smacked Chris Rock at the Oscars or whatever,
I
but
think everyone forgot about that.
After Earth, or
Someone
not
came
After
back out
Earth,
and
man.
mentioned it.
I'm sorry, but there's on Disney Plus. If you have Disney Plus, there's a Nat Geo documentary called After the Storm, I think, and it's with Will Smith, and he descends to the bottom of the ocean in this pod, and experiences the bottom of the ocean, things we've never seen, things that
South Park
many
did it.
human- Yeah, exactly. What haven't they
James
done?
Cameron.
What happened?
Raising the bar.
But yeah, so check that out. That's pretty insightful stuff.
Is he actually in the submarine or is he just narrating?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's in it.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
he goes to the bottom of the ocean, Will Smith. Yeah.
All right.
It's not CGI.
No.
He
That's
does
pretty
the
crazy.
adventure.
Yeah, it's
nice.
cool.
Awesome.
So did that get like
You can
totally?
I thought you meant like how Cosmos is, where he's like in that spaceship.
Right,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
you would
yeah.
think, but it's even cooler because he's actually in the fucking pod.
So is that like brand new now, and then it just like got shunned because of the smack?
Maybe, I don't know.
'Cause
It's-
I hadn't
it's not-
heard of that.
It's not brand new.
I
It
hate
definitely
that
was around.
That's news and that like matters and that like ruins
Right.
his
Yeah.
career. That's
Well,
stupid.
you know, I mean, what if I just smacked you right now, man?
all right.
Like
It
that?
happens.
No, it's not cool.
I mean,
It's not cool.
10 seconds later, I won't feel it anymore.
We're musicians, though, you know?
I came from fighting.
It's
So.
different
Right.
for actors. You know?
Yeah.
We'll smack each other, you know, but it's like, you
You want me
know,
to smack?
Throwing-
Yeah.
Throwing drumsticks at
Oh
people.
shit! No more
Oh,
Land of Panda show.
Yeah, we're done.
It's
Cancel
over.
land,
We
hashtag
now hate
cancel
each
Land
other.
of
Land
Panda.
of polar bears now.
we're out here.
It's grown icy.
Wait, are panda bears vegetarian?
Mostly.
Yeah.
I think they mostly eat bamboo and stuff.
They just
We-
seem like incapable of surviving without human help. Like every clip I see of a panda, they're like rolling down a hill.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh my god, I can't figure out gravity.
Exactly.
Hey, gravity's hard, man.
out
I struggle with gravity sometimes, to be
We're out
completely
here.
honest.
We survive on Rest Top Burger King. Dude.
Yeah, Speedway roller grill items are our bamboo. Yeah,
The tornado.
yeah, the tornado. Yeah, exactly.
The bamboo of the road.
Exactly.
That was a good one. You might catch that one on the next album. Fucking fuck.
Tornadoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All this metaphors of like actual tornadoes, but you're really talking about these tornadoes. Like,
Metaphors on metaphors, man.
No,
Metaphor squared.
Meta eight.
No, I know about tornadoes.
all right. So before we wrap up here, I had something for this.
Did you?
Nope.
No. What do you got for recommendations for movie, TV show, or YouTube?
Succession on HBO. It's an incredible show. It's about a disgusting Fox equivalent family that like runs this massive media conglomerate, and it's a show about them doing disgusting, hilarious things to each other. It's hilarious. Highly recommend it. It's great.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Can run with that.
Also, Al Jazeera News Network. If you want to watch actual news, watch Al Jazeera.
I was just watching a documentary they put out about like the history of war in the Congo.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing.
They do really great journalism. They do really great
Yeah.
journalism.
It's got some really interesting shit.
Congo, not a great place.
Yeah. You said it, buddy.
1 star.
But yeah, those are my recommendations, I guess.
All right.
There's that.
We're going to be at Sacred Harvest Festival. That's the thing.
Nice, man. Tell us about that.
Yeah.
It's
Po Road
Marcus-
Music Sanctuary.
Yeah, shouts out Wayne. This guy has one of the coolest venues in Ohio. He has a full dive bar in his garage. And quick anecdote before we get off air or whatever, we were all really tripping really hard. And we got asked to jam in his garage. And we're like, yeah, we'll come jam, you know? No pressure, no nothing. And we come, it's raining at this point, and we're all fucking fucked up. And we walk up to this
garage. We were told
the
it
back
was a
door.
garage.
And bro, it's literally a dive bar. There's
Like
a
neon
bar.
lights, stage.
There's a bar.
full
There's a
bar.
stage. There's a whole light show.
I was really confused. I was like, "What the fuck is this? Can I step into
There's a
alternate
fu-
reality or
And it
something?
was
Can I
like-
just cross streams
It was
here? Like, what's
literally
going on?"
like, and the bar was packed. There was people drinking at the bar, ordering.
There were more
drinks.
people in that bar than the dive bars that I grew up playing. at.
And,
And like,
some dude's
what, like
garage.
bartenders?
Yeah, there were people behind the bar. It
Bro,
was
there's
wild.
people behind the bar, and we're just like, oh, this is like a whole nother show inside the show. And that's really all I have to say about it. But
Sacred
yeah,
Heart.
we ended up
Sacred
playing.
Harvest, come out.
That's
Harvest.
same place. Mark Resix, he does the Shred is Dead thing where he like shreds out Grateful Dead songs. He's doing a Lead is Dead show, which is Led Zeppelin and Grateful Dead combined, which is going to be fucking killer. And it's vibe and direct. There's a lot of awesome,
Our boy Jeff
shouts out.
makes great lemonade.
Shouts out Leo's Lemonade.
Yeah, if any of you guys are ever around and you see Leo's Lemonade set up anywhere,
man.
get that lemonade, man.
We just talked about it last show. I got some, you know, where did we talk about this podcast?
Dreamfest.
Or no, it was
Loveland.
Yeah, Loveland.
Oh, it was
yeah,
Loveland.
yeah.
He was set up there.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
That was his
Yeah.
first one.
Yeah,
yeah,
dude.
man.
He's
And
doing great.
Banging ass lemonade.
Banging
lemonade.
We're gonna talk to him in October when we have Vibe and Direct in here, and we're gonna
Nice.
talk to him solo in November.
Nice.
Yeah, he's doing some.
Is he bringing lemonade?
Probably. Yeah. Well, he'll definitely bring lemonade.
It would be
Yeah.
your guys'
No,
pleasure.
the plan is to break the Guinness World Record for longest jam. And
Oh,
He's
so
doing that
yeah, I
show.
heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, what a guy. Shouts out to that.
So
that was cool
he's
as hell.
he's organizing that, and
That is so
we're going
cool.
to talk about it then. I'm going to participate. Chuck, I'm going to rope you into participating.
Yeah, I'll come in. That sounds
Nice.
fantastic.
That sounds like something I want to be a part
Yeah.
of. Really like
right?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. And just for what he's doing it for, I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly what the cause is. I'd like to look it up just to say it. But that's for charity, and I
Yeah,
really
it's a
appreciate
for
it.
Yeah.
charity.
So, yeah. And what were we saying, though? Just we're going to be at Sacred Harvest Fest. We have that show coming up in October with Carlos Jones, and then the show in November with Wanyama. And yeah.
Sea
Sea
Level.
Level,
Yeah.
those guys.
Cool.
And I have some gifts for you guys before we leave. Don't let me forget. When
Gifts?
we go upstairs.
Yeah. Gifties.
Gifts with a T. All right, I thought you were going to.
No, it's like Forrest Gump
I thought-
running away really fast. Here you go.
My God, we're about to get some texts, some gifts from these guys.
Thanks.
Sheet. Yeah. I don't know. That's all I want to say. What else?
Thanks again for having us.
Yeah,
This is a
guys. This
blast.
has been a
This is a great
blast.
time.
I'd
Yeah.
love to come back.
Cool. You
Yeah,
got
guys do
anything from the Groovy Roots?
Yeah. Well, not before this hits, because we have 2 shows coming up this weekend, but I'm assuming that it's
yeah.
gonna not drop before then.
No.
I'm not for sure on anything that we have coming out in October.
I know
or November.
during the same day that we're playing with Wanyama, they're playing a show at the West Side Bowl.
Yeah, they're gonna be at the West Side Bowl. I'm
Revival.
not gonna be there. They're gonna be opening for the Jonestown Revival.
Jones for Revival.
Jones for
Jones
Revival.
for
I keep- I keep getting that mixed up with the Brian Jonestown Massacre. I hate that. I hate that.
Hey, Jones for Revival, if you're listening, no
Is there a
offense.
zombie
We
show
don't mean that. We're not saying that you guys massacre people.
or a recreation of a mass suicide? I can't decide.
Jones
which.
for Revival.
Jones for Revival. My God.
They're killer. That was another one of my big.
That would
Like,
be a
yeah,
great
man,
metal
definitely.
band name,
Yeah.
though. Right? Like
Jones
dark
Fest used to be a
metal.
thing.
Yeah, Jones.
Like,
Jim
I
moved
feel like
out
it's a
to
band name
Oregon
in my
for a little
head,
bit.
but
So
it's
is he back
you know?
or does he travel after
He
these
travels
shows?
back just to do the shows. I'm pretty sure. I'm not really close with him. I only met him a few times at shows, but
Oh, cool.
he definitely
I'll
still
think-
lives not here.
Yeah, Oregon paradise.
yeah.
Yeah.
Never been out
Cool. I
that
gotta give
far
him a call.
west. The
Beautiful,
farthest
man.
west we've been is I've been is Colorado personally.
Do the Pacific Coast Highway if you get a chance. Like my wife and I flew out there during the pandemic and rented a Mustang convertible and drove the whole
That's probably
coast
so dope.
and just camped along the way. You know, so we stayed away from people. Oh, it was amazing.
I
That's
can
awesome.
attest-
That sounds
I can
gnarly.
attest to that. We rented a Mustang in Vegas when we flew in and drove it to San Diego and Tijuana and then back up.
Nice.
LA,
It's
and
it's
that's-
gorgeous.
How was Tijuana, man?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Duly noted.
I feel like it's a rite of passage.
Yeah, that Pacific Coast Highway is gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, that's like some Jack Kerouac Dharma Bum shit.
You
know?
go
Like,
through the
that's some cool stuff.
redwoods, you're camping on beaches and stuff. It's cool, man.
Yeah, our friend
North of San
Joe,
Francisco. Yeah, keep it going.
for sure. Our friend Joe, our bandmate Joe, auxiliary percussion player Joe Briggs, he started playing with us right after doing a crazy like West vibe where he went through the redwoods and he went through Washington, Oregon, and California. It was just going all the way up, and that was when the wildfires were happening, and so he had to like avoid a lot of shit.
Yeah,
but that he drove straight from there to like us. And
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
That's
that.
when we
Damn.
went on the tour with Blind James.
Wow,
Nice.
that's
Or
so
not
cool.
nice.
Blind James.
Yeah.
I
he
flew
drove,
back, but
Yeah.
that
he
trip
drove
was amazing.
Yeah. It was.
Did you play out in Colorado when you went there?
Yeah, we did. We played a few gigs out there. It was just me and Joe, and then we had Kevin Pound. Shout out the Pounds family. They hosted us, but he is from Youngstown originally, and he just jammed with us, and it was a lot of fun just going out there and getting to share our music and meet some people. Colorado is beautiful. That's the farthest west I've ever been. Yeah. Well, thank you guys.
Yeah,
Fucking thank you for
It's
having
a
us.
great show, man.
For sure.
Yeah, it's fun.
Maybe we'll
BSing
get even
with you
weirder
guys,
on
man.
No,
the next
absolutely, man. It was a blast.
Yeah, I can't wait to come back if you guys would like to have us.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Oh, yeah.
We would love to get some weirder, got some crazy stories, you know.
Yeah. This was relatively surface level. We got some shit, you know. We didn't even tell you about the hatchet, man.
Oh yeah.
Okay, stay tuned. Season 4.
I might have to come back for that.
We'll get you in on a Zoom call. Yeah, I'm going to be looking for a replacement co-host within like the next 6 months or so. Here.
Yeah,
We'll
Hey.
see.
you gotta have good funding.
Yeah, hear that? HBO Max.
Gotta cover some salaries.
Yeah. Send Chris Hardwick to Cleveland. he does those talk shows.
Man,
right?
I love the Nerdist, man. That was one of my favorite podcasts growing up. Was Chris Hardwick's podcast.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, dude, like when he interviewed Tom Morello, that was one of my favorite interviews of all time, man. I had no idea Tom
Yeah,
Morello went to
Tom
Harvard until I heard Chris Hardwick.
Oh,
interview.
yeah.
He's got some great shows on Sirius.
I don't have satellites.
All right,
so
yeah.
I'm not too hip.
Yeah, Tom Morello says like it doesn't take a Harvard political like science major to figure out what's wrong with this fucking country.
Right.
But I happen to be a
Harvard
Harvard
political
political
science.
science guy.
I remember. I'm older than you guys, but when Paul Ryan said something about like, why don't you just stick to music?
That's what I'm
Why-
talking
why-
about. Yeah.
Wasn't that his favorite workout music? Though?
Yeah, he's like, why don't you just stay out of politics? He's like, have you heard
fuck
any
off,
of the fucking
man.
songs?
Yeah, like pay attention, dude.
What a guy.
Right.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up here. I need some time to sober up before I take the drive. And,
All right.
Yeah. Well, Land of Panda, thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks again
It
for
was
having
so
us,
fun.
guys. It was a
was
blast.
great.
This
Yeah.
was so much fun.
Seriously, finally stoked to finally be able to be on the show, and it's been a blast. Thank you. guys.
Absolutely.
Just, I guess I got one last thing.
Okay.
Cool. And this is
Yeah,
going
go
to
for
take
it.
us over to record for longest episode.
Oh wow!
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, what's up?
Cool.
number
Yeah, we're gonna beat out Jewel Big Green.
Oh,
Yeah. So give us some artists in this scene that's impressed you lately,
Oh
or
my
that you're like
God,
looking,
buddy.
looking forward
Here we
to.
go.
Like, give us your shout outs.
let me start.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
All right, we got Bittersweet Revenge. We got King Cat. We have Camel Butter. We have Rubik's Groove. We have the Rust Belt Ragtops. We have a lot of bands, man. It's hard. We have Delilah. We have the Groovy Roots. We have. Did I say Rubik's Groove already? I think I did.
Yeah.
Tough
You can,
coming up.
they're
second.
worth
Fat
a
Fat
second.
Mango. Vibe and Direct.
Yeah, you're just naming all my
Wanyama.
friends, man. You're naming all the people I know. I don't know. What
Carlos
I can say about
Jones.
this.
You know, check out Carlos Jones if you haven't already. Fuck, man. The Labra Brothers. Maddie, Indre. Just Indre. Check out Indre.
People in the daytime.
People in the daytime. No, guys.
Apostle Jones.
Yeah, Apostle Jones, for real, though.
People in the daytime.
Check out
Check out
People in
People
the Daytimes.
I've never heard of people in the daytime.
Check out
That's
People in
awesome.
the Daytimes. Recorded
Harbor.
music. Harbor. Shit.
Again, King Cat.
King Cat. Yeah, they're great.
I saw Indre on George Chase's.
George Chase's,
Yeah.
Happy Hour.
Yeah.
Cast, yeah.
Davey Squires. Who else?
Your old drummer.
Yeah, our old drummer, and he has a band, and he tours the U.S. now.
Yeah, he works, man.
Does
he
the
works hard.
thing. Fuck, man. I feel bad. I would feel bad listening back and forgetting people.
Forgetting
Everybody-
everybody.
Probably Just Paranoid. My homie Ryan. Check out Probably Just Paranoid. Goat Feather's gas.
Oh man, I'm getting a lot of new ones.
Yeah,
This is
Goat
great,
Feather,
man.
man. I'm trying to, the Funk Factory.
Yeah,
Heavy
Funk Factory,
Spirits,
yeah.
dude. Yeah, the Funk Factory and Heavy Spirits. JoJo Stella. Ancient Elephant. I'm sorry for not saying your name sooner. Ancient Elephant. Some of our biggest homies.
So
Eli and the Enigma.
Eli and the Enigma.
Eli and
Yeah,
the
Eli and
Enigma.
the Enigma was great.
Man, we could.
There's a
just
lot of
go-
great
we
music
could
around
just
here,
go
man. Ohio's
on
a breeding
and on.
ground for
Yeah.
great music.
Check out Don Darko.
Big ups to Don Darko,
Check
yeah.
out Mookie. Oh, it just goes on.
Yeah, we could.
You guys
yeah.
are way beyond like what anybody's come up with because everybody freezes over there. You know?
Oh, dude,
really?
for
Yeah,
me,
well, it's
I just
understandable.
I just
Rattle
like
them
let
off.
me.
Yeah, you're
keep-
rapid fire,
keep
man.
going, dude. Like
Cool.
shit. The Quasi Kings, Shrub. You know.
Our boys Benny and Zachy.
Yeah. Check them out. Who else? I think I got it.
I think that's
You got a
about
lot,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think you set the
Sea
record.
level.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Shoreline Funk All Stars. Check them out.
Right.
Yeah.
Uncle
One
Gnarly, our boy Charlie. I could just keep going with
Yeah.
this, but that's where I'm gonna leave it.
Yeah.
And your
Cool.
turn.
We have similar tastes.
My
man.
turn.
You-
No, that was a collaborative thing, man. Come on, that was us riff. That was a collaborative thing.
It was.
Yeah, that was good. You I think you rattled off about 6 or 7 of our season 1 guests.
Awesome.
Nice,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Awesome. AJ
Like I
in
said,
the
man, that's my
woods.
favorite thing about living in Northeast Ohio,
Yeah.
man. Is that the scene is that tight. You know, that's
Yeah,
I like
man.
that a lot.
Oh, a Sprout.
Cool.
Sprout. SPROOT.
Cool.
Yeah, our boy Steve Beck.
Nice.
That's all I got.
All
That's
right.
all I got right
That's a
now.
lot,
Cool.
man. It's,
If I could look
Yeah,
at my
that's good
phone,
that-
dude.
That's is one of the great things in Northeast Ohio. Like, it's one of the things that inspired us to do what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
This
Absolutely.
podcast, man.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Just
And we
having fun
appreciate
with
you
all these
guys,
bands, you
right?
know?
Appreciate you guys doing this.
Oh, that's
Just get
it's a
it tighter,
blast, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think we've gotten to do some good jams as a part of it too. You know.
Hell yeah.
I can imagine, yeah.
Cool. So we'll see you out at a show soon, man. Like,
Yeah,
Give us
for sure.
a shout out, guest list us. We'll fucking
Yeah, if you guys want to come to either the Carlos Jones or Wanyama show, just come. Just let me know.
Oh well, yeah.
Names
I'm
on
gonna
the
be
list.
at I'm gonna be at both. I'm gonna be at both, either on stage or
Nice.
Nice.
And
yeah, or maybe I'll get called
dude.
up on stage. Like, yeah. That's one of my very favorite feelings in the entire world is getting called up on stage when you're in the audience.
big
It
Sam.
is.
yeah.
That is
That
awesome.
is like number one, like
Big Sam.
dreams. You know,
Big Sam.
that's worth like 1,000 times more than money.
Yeah.
You as a Prince fan, I'm sure you've seen the video of like Prince getting called up from James Brown.
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh man, that's a great
Yeah.
video.
Yeah, big Prince guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's a legendary. That's a legendary one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. There's a lot. There's so much talent. And then like, I gotta say the Tommy Lehman, Nathan Paul and the Admirables, like on the jazz side. Like,
Oh,
those
dude, Nathan
guys.
Paul and the Marls are
And
a
Tommy
gas,
and Nathan,
man.
they're fucking
So
killing
gas.
it. And our friend Ashton, shout out to Black Media. He does all of our videos, and shout out to Holland Creative. That's really all I have to say. And Carl, dude, Rosemary,
Carl.
Rosemary Leather Designs.
If you guys are looking for handmade purses, he's your guy.
Yeah,
Guitar straps.
he
does do guitar straps.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does custom picks too. He does like ivory picks and like
wow.
weird like picks and stuff. He's got some stuff.
Fordite and stuff, which is like real quick. It's like the paint in a Ford factory, like they paint all the cars. It's the drippings, and they shave it, and it's like
I've seen that stuff. Yeah,
he
that's
makes
really
pics out of
cool.
that stuff, and yeah.
All right.
All right, sorry. No, I got a little excited. You're like, tell me who your friends are. Like, fucking,
I'm just fishing for more guests.
yeah.
Like, let's
Definitely have Indra.
fill out the schedule.
Yeah.
Groovy Roots.
Cool. Hey, George Chase gave us a big shout for Indre too. Like he's like, yeah, get her on before she blows up.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. We've been playing. I started playing with Maddie like in basements in college, and that's my girlfriend.
Cool.
I'll call you right back. That one.
Cool, and that'll be the last line of the episode.
Yeah.
Right?
Thanks again for having us, yo.
Absolutely.
Oh, no problem, man. Cool. We'll be seeing you very soon.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, for the Cuyahoga Sound Podcast, I'm Evan Stone.
I'm Chuck Schilling. Peace.